It is February 1997. James Schuman, a local businessman in La Crosse, Wisconsin, is in a motel room meeting with a man he hopes will kill his wife. But what he doesn't know is the hitman auditioning for the job is really Wisconsin Department of Justice undercover agent Eric Sikowski, and that their meeting is being videotaped.
You want me to get started here, or?
Well, what's this going to cost me?
What do you got?
Not much right now.
Well, why don't we talk about it first, and then you see if you like what I can do for you.
Let's do that.
I can talk about a price.
Let's do that.
All right. I understand this is your wife. Okay.
Schuman, the owner of a local seed company and father of two, is in the midst of a bitter divorce and custody battle with his wife of 18 years, Susan.
It was such a devastatingly, emotionally draining divorce. It was fraught with so much, one crisis after another. He wasn't willing to share anything. Not the children, not any of the marital property. He told a friend of ours that he'd spend $1 million to see that I did not even get one.
Well, maybe not $1 million, but Schuman was certainly willing to pay something to get his wife out of the picture permanently. He set his ill-fated plan in motion when he approached a former employee and asked him if he knew someone who would be able to kill his wife. The employee reports him to the local police department, and Agent Sikowski is brought in. Because he still works undercover, he asked that his interview be shot like this.
So having that background or that knowledge, then I called him up on the phone.
Hello?
Hey, is Jim there?
Speaking.
Yeah, hi, Jim. My name is Eric. Glenn said that you were looking for somebody to do a job for you.
His initial reaction when I talked to him was not one of surprise. He sounded as though he was expecting the call, and it was very businesslike, very professional.
As always, like an actor, Agent Sikowski prepares physically and mentally for the role he is about to play.
Basically, I stop shaving. I wear clothes that are grungy, dirty. I have a leather coat that I wear, and along with the appearance is the attitude that you bring to that meeting. And I think it's very important that you sell yourself as the best hitman that money can buy. And when you combine that attitude with your appearance, if the person intends to hire you, they're going to hire you.
In the end, Schuman's clumsy attempt to have his wife killed, as in the case of many amateur would-be killers, lands him in a motel room wired with hidden cameras and microphones. Just days before police set up Schuman in a motel room, they place a very difficult call.
Even though, Jim had threatened me, it was such a shock to actually hear someone say, your husband is trying to hire someone to get rid of you. And all I could say was, oh my God, run, oh my God. Over and over, that's all I remember saying to him.
After being told that her husband wants her dead, Schuman's wife, Susan, goes into hiding until the sting operation is over.
I didn't know any particulars. I didn't know any details. I didn't know when, where, how. But, yeah, I knew that they had this plan and that, they were going to try and get him on tape and videotape and get the evidence that they needed to take it to court and win.
But obtaining sufficient and legal evidence can be tricky in these types of cases.
Entrapment, very simply, is when a law enforcement officer induces or gets a person to commit a crime they are not already predisposed to commit. I could not tell him that if you don't hire me, I'm going to the police. If you don't hire me, I'm coming after you. So it's really clear that we're just providing an opportunity.
What's the chances of removing her, making her disappear?
That can be done. No.
Is that too tough for you?
No, that can be done.
And not show up again?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, I drove a couple 100 miles here. You know, there's a lot of places.
You know, the best is if she disappears, so there's no corpse.
Okay. All right. Do you care how it's done? I mean, do you want her to go quick in her sleep? Do you want her to suffer? Make any difference?
Just go on.
Out of here, huh?
Yeah, make it easier on yourself.
One thing you'll find when you work in an undercover capacity and people are a little nervous, they try to dance around the words. They'll use words that appear to mean the same thing. I just want her gone. I want her to disappear. And if you look at that in the context of the meeting and what we're talking about, you know, everybody knows what he wanted done.
When we come back,
one important factor in showing intent is a down payment.
I can't get the money right now. I'll tell you what, I gotta pay. There's frost in it.